So
Them island boys,
Hey.
watch out, boom. Right
Hey.
now we under, we rum
Hey.
and we sensei. English harbor, you know we drink plenty. Hustle hard, rich and pocket never empty. Give thanks to blessing,
No,
it
no,
a
no.
shower, it a flow.
Yo.
When it's a rum table, yo, Shaq, pick up yourself on this podcast. You know, you don't know a just sticker represented, you're listening to the Rum Table podcast. So open, you know.
Boom.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Rum Table podcast. Big up yourself, each and every one of you. Even if it's your first time listening, thank you for being here. And for the regular listeners, yo, we appreciate y'all big time. Big up yourself.
Yes.
As usual, it's your boy, Richie Rich, the hostess with the mostest. A real big man thing. With me, as always, is my guy.
And it's your boy Shaq, aka Just Shaq. And the co-hostess with the mostest.
Is that what you call himself?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Shit.
We just talking shit out here, but nah. Speaking of shit talking, yo, this has been an interesting week. I've had some time to talk to some people to find out what's been going on like television and shit, you know.
Mm-mm.
And I come across the Tinder Swindler.
The Tinder Swindler.
Listen. If a man sees you for the first time and says, yo, let's go on my jet. Yeah, that's a red flag. I'm sorry.
100%.
That's a red flag.
100%.
I think if you also go on the jet with him and you just met, that's a red flag. Yeah, absolutely. But
when I was watching it, I was like, nah, there's no way she just gets on
nah,
a jet
she
with a
got
random
in.
dude,
She
right?
got in.
That's crazy.
Listen, you know this is a Rum Table podcast. You know how we do this. If it's your first time here, we have to start off with the rum. We're drinking something very special. We're here in Canada, and for the Newfoundlanders, for the newfies, as they call them, we're drinking your very own Screech Rum.
Screech. Why does that sound deadly?
Yeah,
for some
Screech. It
reason?
sounds mad enough.
It sounds like grog.
Grog? I don't even know what
Grog.
that is. What is that?
It's like a old time drink that people just used to put together.
Yo,
Just grog.
I'm born in the 90s, okay? Man's not old. But as usual, we have to start with Shaq with the facts. Let us know about this rum, you know, and I'll just bust it open in the meantime.
All right, boom. So the Newfoundland Screech for the newfies them. All right, so before we get into that, actually, we got these rum facts are presented by Shaq. Yeah, your co-host with the mostest. And it's provided by Rube Dog from Rube Dog Drinks.
Big up yourself,
Don't know,
Rube.
we have to insert that there. And he's sent me this over and he gave me an actual story. For those of y'all that don't know, maybe there's some newfies out there don't know the origins. So let's hit the rum facts timer from now. Newfoundland, it has a strong connection to rum because it was one of the main ports back in the, I guess, like the war times, where actual rum and molasses would go through its ports back in the day. Because I guess it was during the Prohibition time, so, you know, alcohol was like off limits, right? Prohibition. So they would bring in the rum, bring in the molasses, and hand back saltfish as a trade. Obviously up there. How you go down?
I'm tasting. It's very good. It's very good.
That's these. Yeah, so they would salt their fish up there, right? And remember, rum is coming from the Caribbean, going up to their ports, and they're handing back saltfish, which is coming back down to the
that's
Caribbean.
hard. Yeah, gotcha.
Which is where we get the saltfish from in our spot. Because when you think about it, like,
Yeah.
why are we eating saltfish when we
Right,
have
right.
fresh fish just
Exactly,
right there in the water?
that's sick, yeah.
Which is, that's kind of cool. The relationship strengthened during the Prohibition, and then rum would be exported to Newfoundland, smuggled down to the U.S. A smuggling thing, like a port, like back in the
back in the time. Yeah, that's what it did. Yeah,
kind of
fair
like
enough.
a pirate.
It probably
vibe.
still happening, but yeah.
Today's Screech is a blend of Jamaican rum, which is bottled and sold up in Canada.
Easy. Big up the yard man then. Still
you
in
don't
things. Okay.
It's a proprietary secret. You know, the lion's share of it's from Clarendon Distillery in Jamaica.
Yeah, I've heard of Clarendon. I've heard of Clarendon.
Clarendon.
Yeah.
So I guess the distillery out there, and
Uh-huh.
they're known for their.
They still do other rums.
Yeah,
Clarendon.
well, they're
Distillery?
known for their Money Musk rum.
Oh, okay. No,
I've never heard of Money
Gotcha.
Musk, so we have to get that on the show at some point.
All right. Money must. Link up.
And so before I get into the actual little story part of it, 'cause I don't want to consider this part of it rum facts, but yeah, there's a ceremony that's performed
Yes,
apparently.
very, very, very popular.
Which is just strange to me. Okay, y'all don't come for me.
In ceremony.
The screech
'cause
in
it's-
ceremony.
Yeah, no, talk about it.
So what they do, they take a shot of the screech rum,
Yeah.
and then they kiss a frozen fish.
Yo, that is so crazy to me. A shot of the screech and you kiss a fish.
Why?
That is a ceremony thing. I don't know. And then you're screeching.
And for those from Jamaica, not that type of fish.
not that type of fish. An actual frozen fish.
A frozen fish.
Yeah. So no, that's really
Yeah.
interesting, man. Big up the new fees and them. No? We're gonna enjoy this Screech Rum. It's my first time having it. It's the most popular dark rum in Newfoundland. Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah. So,
Um,
what you saying? You had a story?
I have a story here, but I'm just gonna summarize it, right?
Yeah,
Because
got you.
it's a little long. It's basically that there was a commanding officer back in a detachment, first detachment back in the time, and he got, like he was at a bar or something, I guess, and it was like some, the Newfoundland hospitality. They brought him a shot of rum, here, warm up yourself, blah blah blah. And it's kind of cool to me that Newfoundland is like so connected with the Caribbean. That's something I would have never thought, them being so far from the Caribbean, right? He got that Newfoundland hospitality. He threw back the shot, and it was screech.
Really?
The man couldn't handle it. The man started turning red and blue.
Yeah.
Right? So the people they had to rush to get him some and try sort him out and help him. The man's color was gone out of his skin. He was feeling it, right? Somebody came around out to the corner. It was another American in the army, came around from outside, bust open the door and say, "What? Hey, what's going on? What was that ungodly screech?"
Yeah. Interested.
And that's where the name came from. The name landed in from
And that's
that.
where it came from?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I have no idea what it was called before, but
Jim. It was just Jim. It was just Jim before.
yeah, the answer was just, the screech.
Yeah.
Tis the rum, my son.
Yo, is the Jamaican slang is that Jim Screechy? Is that what they call it?
I have no idea. I just know there's a rhythm.
Jim Screechy rhythm?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure then it's a thing. Yo, Yardman, link us. What is Jim Screechy mean again?
It's so crazy that
It's something. It is something. I'm not sure what
it's
is.
so crazy that the Caribbean is just
Involved in
impacting
everything.
everything in the world,
most
and
likely.
you don't really know it. You don't study it like that.
Let me see. What the hell does Jim Screech mean? Yeah, Spice has a song called Jim Screechy. Jim Screechy is used in Jamaica, Barbados, and the wider Caribbean as a sexual relationship with a woman. With a woman who has a husband or boyfriend. Okay, so like under the. We know this. Why the fuck are we reading this shit?
It's not a Joe grind.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. A Jim Screechy. Screechy. I don't know. Anyways. Glad to have you guys here. Hopefully you have your drinks ready. As you know, we're drinking rum as usual. And we have to really get into today's episode, chat.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it.
Well, if we're talking dating red flags, we're talking dating red flags. And there's so many of them. And we overlook them
Right.
for the poems,
I think it's very normal. Yeah. I think it's very normal to sideswipe and just allow things to happen, because maybe you think, it's gonna go away.
You're not thinking. That's
You're not
the
really
thing.
thinking. Is that you're not thinking?
You're not thinking.
Okay, that's what it is. You're not thinking.
The right version of you is not around at the moment.
All right, so let's start with the flags.
All right.
Because the Tinder Swindler thing, I don't understand how people didn't know. Yo, my enemies are coming for me.
You know
My
what?
enemies.
What's even funnier about
yo,
that?
let me borrow 25 grand because my enemies are rich. my enemies soon reach me. Nobody ever asked.
It was kind of smart the way the man was flexing first.
in
to
the
make it,
beginning.
like,
Very smart.
very smart.
Very smart, absolutely.
It wasn't a direct scam at first.
I don't disagree. It was very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done. But at the same time, in my head, I'm like, nobody asked him why he didn't speak to his so-called dad to get money.
Right.
Why not?
But it's also because he put it in a way like the family business is under attack, and I just happen to be a target.
Yeah. Okay. Still,
That's the way the man was placing
it was
it.
okay. I'm not gonna lie. It was very well done. However, the fact that I felt like there were so many red flags, and I know it's always easier from the outside
or after
viewing
the
in or
fact.
whatnot,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like, come on.
Because all right, like how many times have we gone out before time and it's bottle service and thing. And,
Yeah.
you know, girls are not thinking, oh, shit, these niggas is broke. They're going to hand off the bill to us. You know what I mean? You buying bottles. You must have money.
Okay, but then do you think those same girls, right? And the next time you see them, you be like, yo, sponsor me a drink tonight? Like a bottle tonight?
Yo, I lost my wallet. Hit me with a drink.
Yeah. Could it work? It probably could work, right?
It depends how long you're going to be rolling with these girls.
Them for, yeah.
I mean, this dude took them on jets and shit, put them up in places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
look for a $15,000 a month apartment.
it was after like what, a month or 2 months?
Yeah, maybe like a month.
Then he
I
started
felt like
coming
there
with
was
the
so
money.
many goddamn red flags.
It was
though.
all over the place.
We need to talk about it.
The funniest part is this guy actually won. All those red flags,
Yeah.
all those women he roped in,
Yep.
and he's on Instagram the other day talking about my enemies are coming
Yeah,
after
still
me.
now
Still.
he won in the end. He won in the end. The last one I saw is that he was just there saying that he's gonna come to Toronto because his enemies are looking
his
for
enemies
him.
are looking for him.
And somebody paid him to do that.
Yeah, of course.
But that's what I'm saying. We made him a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I really do feel sorry for people who do get swindled.
Right.
I understand. I do understand. It can happen to anybody.
Right.
But we're basically.
this is why we have to talk about
This
red
is
flags.
exactly why we're gonna talk about red flags, because
No exceptions to the rule.
listen, we're gonna basically. I don't want to say we're gonna rat y'all out, but there's certain little things you're supposed to notice that don't make no goddamn sense.
Yeah. As a human
No.
being, come on.
I'm gonna start with my first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going out with, if you start seeing this person and every time y'all talk or whatever, they keep talking about their crazy exes.
Yeah.
All the exes
them
crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. You turn and just run home fast.
Right.
Cause
Right.
trust me, it's not that people don't have bad relationships sometimes.
But you can have a crazy ex.
Yeah,
but
you can
how
have
are
a
all
crazy-
your exes gonna be crazy?
All of them? No, at this point, when are you the problem?
There's a
When are
common
you the problem
denominator.
at some
There's a
point?
common.
Yeah.
There's a single one factor that's always there, and it's you.
It's most likely you. So I do suggest
flag.
you do the road runner and hit it fast. That's absolutely a red flag.
Yeah.
That can't work.
That's a horrible one. But I mean, that's what the world is, right? It's all about like putting sheets over your eyes.
What do you mean by that?
So everything, like when we get to social media, it's all like putting a sheet, a mask.
Yeah,
over
it's not
everything.
really who you are.
It's no.
No.
So nobody really wants to be known for who they really are, right?
That's very true. Very true. Very true. What about you? What comes to your mind?
Social media. Social media.
What do you mean social media?
If a woman is way too invested in social media, and I'm not
Come
talking about
on.
as a job.
Hold on.
I'm not
there,
talking about
Shaq.
as a job. Listen to me. I'm not talking about as a job.
Okay.
If you're just an average consumer, but you're way too invested in the social media side of things, as in
That's a red flag.
as in you pay more attention to appearance than character. You rather spend all this time worrying about your appearance to others rather than build your own character.
Yeah. And they're not a social media influencer. or
Massive
whatnot.
red flag. And even if you are a social media influencer, it's still a red flag.
Really? But you're basically. I'm not gonna say I agree with you with this one, Shaq. I'm sorry.
Yo, your job is also your life too, you know. If you spend that much hours doing it.
Yeah.
So
But your job could also be, what if you're one of those girl or you're this guy who's like a model or whatever, and you're paid based off of your appearance and how you.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's why I mostly said average consumer.
Okay.
But we do know that there's a lot of people out here. Come on.
Yeah.
Y'all think about it. Y'all think about the people y'all know as influencers and how like, come on, what kind of character you really think they got?
So
to
you
focus on
think
the
if
appearance?
you're avidly invested in social media, that
chances
it's
are you are a red flag.
No,
Chances are you're a red
I
flag.
really think that's just your personal views. You just don't like a girl who's very invested in social media.
No, it's about the appearance factor for
Okay,
me.
it's
you care so much about appearance, it's a red flag. It's a red flag because it's like, where's the wholesome part? Do you care about wholesome?
in terms of like personality,
Yes.
emotional side.
Do you care about those stuff?
You don't think a person could be like emotionally strong in terms of, sensitive and whatnot, and also be very social media, I don't say adverse, just very into their appearance and how their social media is structured, and just very involved.
I
You're
think
saying
it's
that-
possible. I think it's few and far in between. I also think I wasn't saying it right. Let me put it like this. If you care so much about appearance because you are, what's the term? Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's
Yeah.
what social media helps people. It makes them
Yeah.
secure when
Yeah.
when they're insecure.
Yeah,
So
in
if
a
that's
sense.
the reason that you care about appearance that much, red flag.
Got you.
Fucking red
I
flag.
see your point. I'm not gonna fully agree on it, but I see where you're coming from.
All right.
I want to let's stick on that. If you're talking about insecure, a red flag. If your person is overly jealous, I don't give a
100,
fuck what y'all say.
100.
That's a red flag for me. And I don't mean like, listen, a little bit of jealousy is fine.
Jealousy is okay.
A little jealousy is all right.
Yeah.
But if it's how they behave.
If you say overly
If
jealous,
if you have to sleep with your phone under your shirt, or if you're not wear a shirt under your pillow, you know what I mean, with your hand on it, because your partner is gonna go through your phone and them kind of
and while
stuff.
you're asleep, they put your finger up on the fucking scanner.
Them that's some crazy shit. Or take your phone and put it on your face in your sleeping for unlock it.
Yeah, fuck that.
Nah, that's a red flag. It can't work.
But how would you
It can't
know?
work.
How would you know if you sleep?
Because usually a person like that, I'm not saying they always find something in your phone, but they find any little thing in
Any
your
little
phone,
thing in your
they're gonna
life.
address it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then now you're back and forth about this thing, but they invading your privacy.
Right. And they don't see that part.
No.
That part didn't mean nothing.
Yeah, it's insecurities, jealousy that it's a big red flag. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
That's a no-no.
I think it's more like character traits is red flags, right? You have some terrible character traits, it's a red flag.
Yeah, depends who you ask. No, depends who you ask for sure.
Because we talking about dating, so by the time you get to like you're dating around, like you're actually trying to find a real soulmate or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, it's like you're already old. Your character already set.
Yeah, no, I see your point. You're saying you can't change old people.
You can change, but who's changing? Who's
No,
out here
no,
willing?
you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
In looking up some red flags, I did see one there that I liked a lot, and I would have never thought about it.
What's that?
If their friends are full of qualities you don't like,
Boss, I have that written down there now. If my brethren and them don't like you, even not just brethren, if my friends don't like you, it's a red flag.
well, that's not what I was saying, but all right, yeah,
Oh, that's not what you're saying? Sorry, what did you say?
it's the opposite.
If your
It's
friends
both.
like them?
It's both. It's both.
Oh,
It's
if you don't like-
like
my
what you
friends.
said. If your friends don't like the person,
Yeah.
it's a red flag.
Absolutely
and if the
a red
person,
flag. Absolutely a red flag.
and if you are that person and you don't like any of the friends, you don't like the qualities of the friends, it's a red flag too. Because out of your friends, if you're the fifth one, remember you're gonna be like your friends, you know.
Okay, wait, explain that. You're saying
All right,
if you don't like none of that person's friends?
Yeah, so if I'm
Okay,
now
sorry.
dating this girl and I go and I meet her friends,
Yeah.
and I don't like none of their qualities.
Yeah.
Let's say all of them are like superficial.
Really? You think it's a red flag?
Yeah, because remember, you're
It's
courting
like
that person, right? So
what's
you're
the-
putting on that mask at first.
What's the quote? Birds of a feather flock together. I'm sorry, I'm drinking rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you. I see your point. No, I'm gonna see where you come from, man. It possible now. It's very possible.
Well, this is just something I saw online. I figured that was, that was really
if
cool.
if you believe it, then it's possible. The only thing about it for me is that how many girls have I been with, or girls have you been with, or you girls have you been with guys, and you didn't like none of their friends, and you still continue the relationship and it somewhat worked.
No, I've
No?
never been in that spot.
Okay, I feel like I have, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I have amnesia anyway, so I'm not sure.
Shit, that's a trauma.
But no, to the one I was saying though, if my friends don't like you,
Yeah.
it's a red flag.
Yeah.
It can't work. There's no
Yeah.
way it can work. You have to fit in with the homies. You have to fit in with the girls, the friends. You have to fit in with all my friends. It can't work.
Yeah.
I-
I've been in a
tell
situation
me,
like that with a
How is that not a red flag?
100% is a red flag.
How so?
And usually you're going to see a whole heap of other red flags with it too. Usually.
What do you mean?
I've been that brethren amongst a bunch of other of us that we didn't rate the dude's woman. None of none of her qualities just wasn't it. You check?
Yeah.
But brethren wanted to go through still. So what can you really do?
Okay,
but
but
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It does not work.
That's what we mean though.
Because then it's either one of y'all have to be acting fake as fuck now. if she's gonna be around the friend circle,
Yeah.
we all know gotta act fake. Then
It's
you understand?
you don't. Do you have to?
You don't have to
you
because
don't have to.
But what happened was we didn't, and then it ended up. It's always a conflict. You understand? And then it's also like now our virgin was in a tight spot all the time.
Because he knows y'all don't like her.
So now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, and we're not gonna keep quiet about it. So then
Yeah.
what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
He's gonna have to distance with her, and it's gonna be fucked up.
You know, in a situation like that, you and your friends start falling apart a little bit, especially if they stay with that person. I'm not saying that your friends can't be wrong, but the chances all of them are wrong, or majority of them are wrong, is very
rough.
unlikely. It's like, yo, we know you, and we don't like her. She's not a good fit.
Yeah.
And usually, a good friend would be like, yo, honestly, I don't like her or I don't like him for you, but I got your back regardless. But I just
Right.
want you to know I don't like them.
Right.
You understand?
It's rough. I ain't gonna lie.
It is rough, but yo, it's a red flag.
Definitely.
Absolutely a red flag.
Million
And I
percent
lie.
red flag.
Nah, that happens so much. It's not even funny.
All the time.
Yeah, that's probably one of the
All
most
the time.
common things, and y'all should really pay attention to it. Your friends aren't wrong, and I'm sure you yourself had a little bit of instinct that
Yeah,
you
have to know in the moment.
Yeah, you kind of not really out of your comfort zone, but this is not the normal
Right.
thing that
but
you
you're
go for.
hoping. You're hoping.
Which girls love to hope they can change man, see?
Oh, the savior.
I don't like him,
It's
you know,
like
like
the save the broken puppy kind of syndrome.
Yeah. It's like, I don't like that he does this. I don't like that he ignores me. I don't like that he treats me this way. And you're just sticking around. These are all red flags. If the man tell you that he's out and about and he don't want to see you and things have changed ever since you gave him the pum pum, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. Why do you think all of a sudden, you think he's just ghosting you because all of a sudden work just got busy?
Just on you right now. Yo,
All of a sudden?
What you mean, dog? There's busy seasons, dog.
No. Nah. Yo, that leads me to my next one, right? I can move on. I can move on to the next one. If the person is not prioritizing you, it's a red flag.
What that mean?
If it is that, okay, obviously people can be busy sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You can be busy 1 or 2 times.
People can have kids and shit.
Yes. However, if you're not somewhat making time for that person,
Right.
including them in your schedule,
Right.
it's a red flag, brother.
Yeah, you can't go like 3 weeks and y'all live in the same city.
Why so? No.
I think I've heard a story recently about that shit too.
How so?
I don't really remember the details. It's kind of murky, but I think they went like 3 weeks and never linked. And it's like, what the fuck? What y'all doing?
No, it's a red flag, man. It's a red flag.
You can't even blame it on the pandemic.
This is exactly how people were able to get away and have like 7 families and shit.
Facts.
No, they're not prioritizing the time for you. Nah, it can't work. It can't work. I don't want to hear this I am busy thing. Okay, what? You think I'm not busy too? How is it that I have time for you? You feel you're busier than me?
Must be. You're a NASA scientist on the side.
Nah.
Garbage man by day, but NASA scientist
Yeah,
at
all
night.
of a sudden. No, Willie, it's not true. Especially right now, everybody working from home. How you so busy? You can't find time to message?
So you never seen like the superhero movies, dog? You don't know. Suppose they have like an alternate reality going on, dog.
And you happen to end up with Spider-Man
It's
out of everybody. You so special that you end up with Spider-Man.
Still a red flag.
Yeah, break.
Still a red flag.
Still a red flag. Yo, if you end up with Spider-Man, it's a red flag. I don't care because ain't nobody that lucky. It's a goddamn red flag.
All right, I have a next one here. If someone has a history of not having a long-lasting relationship at all, like I'm talking not long-lasting between their friends, their family, nothing, you can't keep a relationship. Once again, you're the common denominator. Red flag on the plate.
What if you don't have a lot of relationships in the first place?
Red flag, dog. Red flag. Red flag. That's serial killer shit right there, my nigga.
I say if you meet somebody and they say, "Yo, no, I've only been in 1-2 relationships," that's a red flag.
No, that's not a red flag.
Why?
What's a red flag is when you start to get to know the person. You ask, so what about your friends? Oh, Me and my friends fell out. I don't really have any friends like that.
Oh, okay.
I said, oh shit, all right.
I thought you
It
said
can happen.
relationships.
Yeah, well,
Okay, you mean all
I
relationships.
mean, all, yeah.
Okay.
So friends and even family. You can have fucked up friends and family, right?
Yeah, of course.
But if it's like an ongoing thing, like you can't keep a relationship, I can't. Red flag. Can't trust it. There's one common denominator. There's something wrong here.
I agree. If it is that you have no friends, it might be a red flag.
It's a red flag.
I got a tip to how I say that now because there's loners out there. There's people who I feel like
Red flag.
regardless.
Red flag.
What
I'm a loner at heart too.
Yeah,
I'm a loner at heart too, Reggie. I'm a loner.
No,
at heart
I'm
too.
sorry. When I picture like loners, I'm thinking like, you know that one you that just he's not a bad guy. He's just not a social person, you know what I mean? And he's not like the fittest looking dude. He may not be in the cool kid category.
And he doesn't care to fit in or try.
No, he
nothing.
wants to fit in.
But he
wants
doesn't care
fit
to
in.
try.
It's just that he wouldn't be allowed in the group kind of thing.
But that's that one group. What I'm saying is, even like no matter what there's math. There's like the math nerds out there, you know.
And yeah,
and they
but
have friends who are also math nerds.
that's
like,
what I was gonna say.
Whatever
they
are
stick
in
with
life,
their group.
whatever you are in life, you're gonna get friends in that.
Okay. I'm
You
sorry.
have
You're
to.
right.
It's
So
like-
you're saying, regardless, if you have no friends,
Like zero friends.
yeah, there's a red flag.
But there's also like there's a lot of people out here who have like fake friends, like fake friendships,
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
but that's still red flags all around the board. If you don't have real friends, it's still a red flag.
Yeah.
Because why are you the person that goes after these fake friendships? You know, must fake too.
Like people who just pretty much sit down and have online conversations. That's what feeds them, drives them. Virtual conversations with people they don't know.
I don't know about that.
No? Oh,
'Cause
that's what you do.
There's people that have a lot of online relationships and they keep them strong.
I'm talking about people that's only online. That's not a red flag.
It's a red flag to me.
So what do you mean?
But I'm also saying like okay, there's a clear difference, right? Between somebody that has no friends, somebody that only has like fake friends, and then somebody that has real friends, but it's all only online. You know? The reason I say it's a thing to me because a red flag to me because if it's only online, that's some catfish shit.
Yeah, it's some weird stuff. Absolutely. That's why I think it's a red flag. But even if you're hesitant to introduce this person to your friends, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
If you're
There's
having
something there.
second thoughts and you just want to curl up under your bed instead of introducing this partner of yours to your friends, it's absolutely a red flag.
You have to call that a red flag.
Yeah, no, it's a red flag.
Let's
in a business.
Let's call it what it is.
Because you already know, you're either going to be embarrassed because your friends are going to call you out for doing something stupid.
Yeah.
It could be some Jim Screechy thing, I don't know. And it's not the type of relationship you can even
Expose like that,
exactly
yeah, I mean,
be in. So
Promote. Yo, the Screech Rum is
it's really good,
nice.
right? Oh my god.
I honestly
It's probably one of my best rums so far.
I looked at that and I was like, Screech, like Jesus Christ, bro.
You thought it was gonna be like
Newfoundland.
horrible, right?
Ah, boy.
Yo, Newfies, thanks for this. This is
did not
a
expect
really
this.
good rum. This is a really good rum.
This is really good.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the conversation. Y'all let me know what I think. If there's any red flags that we haven't mentioned that y'all are thinking about, hit us up in the comments on YouTube, the Rum Table, or you can reach the Instagram, which is at the Rum Table as well.
Well,
Or even email us at therumtable@gmail.com. Any red flags that comes to y'all, man, I'd love to hear it. But this one to me is very important. If you are seeing somebody and they like put you down, even in like a teasing way, and be like, yo, it's a joke.
what do you mean, like they disrespect you or something?
I don't want to say, it doesn't have to be disrespect. Like
Like they just shit on you, like, yeah, but you're ugly. You're
like
an ugly
absolutely,
motherfucker.
yeah, like hurts your feelings like that, right?
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're dressing up and you're ugly as fuck? What are you
Yeah,
dressing up for?
yeah.
Shit
That
like that?
constant thing.
Yeah.
It's like a different kind of abuse.
That's-
Absolute red flag.
That's definitely
Honestly,
trying to terminate self-esteem.
if people putting you down like that and you're supposed to be theirs, like, nah, that can't work. That's a red flag. I'm in a business. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's emotional abuse.
No, it is.
That-
Absolutely
and
emotional
that
abuse.
doesn't change. That doesn't go away.
Nah. I'm gonna rate that.
Yeah. What's the next one? Oh, this one is good. If they treat people who they feel have lower status than them in life,
Boss, I have that as a. It is true now.
like a waiter or
Yeah.
even like a garbage man or the
I don't
lawn
rate
guy
that.
or whatever.
Yeah.
However they treat them, they don't feel like they have to show off a good face to these
Yeah,
people, right?
yeah,
They
yeah.
feel like they have lower status,
Yes.
quote unquote.
Yes.
Right? And they're gonna treat them fucked up. Then the moment that person that is doing that doesn't feel like they have to impress you,
Absolutely.
they're gonna deal with you the same.
Absolutely. Why would that not be a red flag? If it is that you're seeing somebody, right? And every time y'all go out and the boss man treat, the server like crap.
Like shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just talk to them like garbage. Yo, man, I want this. Fuck you.
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
right? And then you
Who
go.
the fuck goes on like that? But
Okay, sorry. That's okay.
it's a
Sorry.
little extreme. But
If you're seeing somebody and then you're out in public and they treat everybody, like, the servers and the bartenders and them like garbage, right? And then you go hotel room or whatever, and they treat the what do you call it?
cleaner.
Is it a cleaner?
Is it? Maintenance.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
It's not coming to my head. We're drinking rum on this. This is a rum table podcast. But if they treat them like shit, and this is because they're paying these persons,
Right.
and y'all are still in the getting to know each other
Right,
stage,
right.
especially, what do you think is gonna happen when it's your turn?
They're not thinking about that.
Because you know what
Because you're at
happens?
a hotel.
No, you get complacent. Everybody gets to that stage in a relationship where you're comfortable with each other.
Yeah, you don't feel like you have to impress the person.
You don't have to feel like you're impressing them anymore. So now that's when they start showing you their true side. But realistically, you've seen it before. You've seen how they've been treating people. You understand?
Yeah,
And it's red flag. Red flag.
Red
If you
flag on
didn't
the
see
plate.
it, red flag for you too.
No,
How
but
did you not see
that
it?
one there is that one is rough.
How so?
Can you imagine? You seen this person that you're with just dealing with the waiter or waitress fucked up. You seen it, live in front of your face.
It happens all the time.
And then the person's gonna say, how does that person then convince you to continue? What is it?
Yeah.
What do they say? Oh, I'm just having a bad day, baby.
No,
Like,
it's because
I'm stressed.
maybe if you're the Tinder Swindler, right, and you're doing that, you might get a blight because you're like, well, I mean, I gotta get back home from Belarus. I don't know, like I've been back on that jet.
My enemies are coming for me.
Yeah,
I'm stressed out.
Yeah, I mean, the Rolls Royce drive to the airport was nice. I'm gonna do it. So it's that's the thing. That's why some people stay in. You like how they treat you at that time.
Right.
But these are red flags you have to pay attention to, man, for
You
sure.
have to. 'Cause a lot of people get in some fucked up situations because they avoid all the red. And you know what it always is after. I saw the red flags.
Yeah,
I saw
it's
the red
always,
flags.
I saw the red flags.
We're too emotional as human beings. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that.
Speaking of emotions,
What?
I tried to segue that shit.
Oh my gosh.
If she's emotionally needy constantly, red flag.
That's a red
Or
flag.
if he or she. Red flag.
Emotionally needy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very interesting one. Now. Explain. I want to explain what you mean by that.
All right, emotionally needy, as in you always need some kind of support. You always need some kind of upliftment. Your self-esteem is too low. You always need this from somebody.
If they rely on you.
If they're
for it.
always relying on you.
Okay, yeah.
Not everybody has their moments, right?
This is very debatable.
Everybody has their
Yeah.
moments where they feel down. You
Yes.
can be needy. It's all right. You can be
Yes.
emotionally needy. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And
but
rely
not,
on you.
But not constantly.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a constant thing, it's draining. It's gonna exhaust you.
We had an episode about love languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we spoke about one of the love languages could be words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, right?
Is that different if a person needs you to, give them those words of affirmation but all at the same time, they don't have to be considered needy, right? No. Not necessarily makes them needy. It just means that.
Okay, but what happens if you don't give them the words of affirmation, like 3 times a day, every day?
Yo, have you seen Love Is Blind?
No.
Love Is Blind, right? For those who haven't seen it. I'm not get into too much details.
What is that shit?
So it's Love Is Blind is about. They just finished the 2nd season, but what it's about?
It's a show.
It's a show. It's a show.
Oh wait, is it a show where they have
They're in a pod.
Yeah, and they have like the guy section and the girl section, and
right.
then they can meet up and talk with different people in different
rooms.
rooms.
But you can't see each other. You're just in a pod speaking to each other
okay,
through walls.
I've seen it.
Okay, so specifically, there's this girl on there. I don't remember her name, but I'm sure those that's listening and have seen it know exactly what I'm talking about. She's one of the girls that ended up getting in the end. I'm not gonna say what. I don't want to spoil. She got married in the end.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert. But anyway, she was very needy, like into the point, like any little thing she needs you to constantly like assure her about to the point that the guy that she's with is a very nice guy, like softy guy, But yo, it was so weird to see live how a person can be this needy, and then if they didn't get the needy thing, get the words that they needed to hear, they felt insanely insecure.
Super red flag. Holy shit.
No, I'm talking about bad, like very bad.
Super red flag.
They got to the point that it seems like in my head I'm like, there's no way this can work.
Super red flag. Emotional damage.
Yeah, and that's the thing. She's basically you can tell she's been emotionally damaged already, but. Right. And these people in their 30s now.
Right. That's
and
it.
It's
and she got married?
She ended up getting married in the end.
Holy
which was
shit.
very surprising. Very, very. She's very good looking now. She's a good looking girl and everything. And I can tell the guy in a sense, it's not his caliber of girls.
Right.
We understand. But
so he ignored everything for get married.
It could be. But when you start watching it, you end up realizing like, yo, he really has his head on at the same time. He has his head on.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that had his own place. She didn't, so he was at a different place in his stage of life compared to her. Where she still had the young mentality of going out or whatever. She wasn't as self-maintained as he was at home. You can tell he was just older in the mind.
Right.
You understand?
More mature.
More mature is basically what it was. Right. But it goes back to the needy part. She was very, very needy.
See.
And she will just collapse, dog. Like, she thinks the worst. The worst.
What do you mean by collapse?
It means that her brain was able to think the worst of things if it wasn't going her way. Like, you know what I mean?
You see,
like
how could that work?
I think you were just done with me. Just because we maybe had an argument about eggs, for example. You know what I mean? It's like, it's bad. It's like, okay, there's one scene, right, where they went to meet her family. Mm-hmm. Obviously, for the first time you meeting your family, you're kind of nervous or whatever, especially if you're telling them, yo, we just met and we're gonna get married.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Right? Off the bat, it's so as a guy, he feels weird, and you also might feel weird telling your parents or whatever. And let's just say after all that, it went well. It went pretty good. And they didn't show this scene, but I guess on the way leaving there, he was upset about something or a conversation he had with a friends or whatnot, right? And she just ran with that all this because she felt like we just saw my parents, everything went well, and all you're thinking about is a conversation with your friends. And it just became a big, big argument. And he just basically told her, like, I was nervous to meet your family too. It all went pretty good. But at the same time, it wasn't the only thing that went on in the day today. Right? It wasn't the only thing. Right. It's not like I didn't appreciate meeting your family and all that.
But this was affecting me. And she just took it as
like
my whole situation, my family didn't mean shit.
Didn't mean nothing to you. And he's like, no, it meant something to me, but it wasn't the only thing happened today.
That's too much.
And to prove a point is that he wasn't on his phone at all during the meeting the family. He was very respectable. He went fishing with the fathers and the brothers, and it's like, wait, why are you talking to man for? Because he wasn't like, this was so amazing and all that. Like,
That's
the
what happens when you
world-
don't cook the eggs right.
And he said the worst thing to her by saying the world doesn't revolve around
Oh,
you.
fuck. And she's emotionally needy. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't work.
Nah.
Massive red
And
flag.
the thing is, that's how she behaves. Like, it's all the focus is entirely on her all the time. You can't do that.
because she's insecure for whatever reason. The emotional damage is too great.
It's bad, man.
The only reason I know about that show is because the only reason I know about any of these shows is because of my woman, right?
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting
watch
show,
this
man.
stuff.
It's garbage and interesting at
It's
the same time.
total garbage. But I understand people enjoy different things, right? But what my woman does, she'll still look these couples up.
Yeah. My wife does the same thing.
Yeah. And
Just see if they're still
see if
together
they're
and
still
all that.
together
Yeah.
and all that.
Mhm.
I wonder if they're still together because what you're describing there, that's crazy. Who could put up with it? Imagine how tired you must be.
Yeah. It's exhausting.
I
Man.
got home from a hard day's
Yeah.
babe, look, my day was horrible and blah blah blah. I broke a nail today. Oh,
Yes.
okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. You should get it. You should get that
It's
fixed.
tough. It is very tough, man.
But I think I broke a toe on the job.
Oh,
That's what you care about, your toe? I broke a nail.
Yeah, no, that's a problem. Which leads me to the last one that I have here is unwilling to compromise. If you're not willing to compromise,
It's not gonna work out.
nah, it can't have a relationship and not compromise.
Man side,
It can't
woman
work.
side, you have to compromise.
You must. How can you possibly? Yo, if you can't compromise, it's a red flag.
Right.
I don't care what nobody say. It can't just be one-sided.
Right.
I don't care if you make all the money and or she makes all the money. You must be willing to compromise, or else it's a red flag. It can't work.
Right. It doesn't matter. What happens a lot is like a lot of times the guy will go out and he'll be working and the woman will stay home with the kids.
Yeah.
But the guy will never be willing to compromise and shit.
Compromise for.
With
Compromise how?
certain shit. Like, remember, as the man, I'm the one making all the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested in doing something different than what I want. It's what I want.
I want you to give me an example of how a man wouldn't compromise in that situation, because
Okay, let's say.
I don't know
let's
what
say the guy
household
has-
y'all grew up now. In the households that I know of back in the days, when a man worked and his woman didn't, he would come home and literally give her the paycheck and she decides where the money goes. He don't even have any say in the money.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I know. That's what I've seen for decades around.
Well, the kind of compromises I'm thinking of is like totally different than that. It's more like I don't want to get rid of my fucking sports car.
Okay.
Oh, but we need a family car.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
We'll figure that. You figure that out.
Yeah, I got you.
Eventually, one side is always going to end up feeling invalidated at all the time.
I disagree. If
it's a non-compromise relationship.
Okay. I was like, what?
Oh.
Yeah. Gotcha.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. It's got to be a give and take. Sometimes you got to lose.
Have to be a give and take thing. You can't think. You have to think about compromising when you're in a relationship, even if it's something that you may necessarily not want to do or something you're not used to doing. If you're serious about your relationship, you have to compromise. Else it can't work. It's a red flag.
Well, yeah, if it's going to make the other person happy, why wouldn't you want to at least sometimes give up whatever you're
At least,
doing, right?
yeah. You
Just every
can
now and
fucking put down your PS5 control for once.
then. Oh, shit, real PS5 thing?
Yes.
Nigga, PS5 thing?
I don't care.
I ain't even got a PS5.
How about you
but PS5?
Listen, how about you take your woman out? How about y'all do something for once and compromise?
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. She's been inviting you to do this so long. Do it. Compromise. I mean, I think I also think about this is that imagine not wanting to do things, keep saying no to everything. And at the same time, yes, you're not even really enjoying anything. You're just complacent.
You're just casually stubborn.
Yeah. Instead of actually making somebody happy.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like if somebody tells you you don't want to compromise so bad that you're walking down the street and somebody tells you, yo, if you keep walking down that direction, you're gonna drop in a big sinkhole.
Yeah.
No, I'm walking.
Yeah.
This is the way I walk every day. I ain't
compromising at all. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And then you wonder why these relationships aren't working. What sucks is that a lot of people stay in these relationships for so long because they seen the red flags, but they've in it so long. Because certain red flags, some people feel they can't get out of.
It depends on how long after you start to realize the red flag.
A lot of people say they see these red flags from the beginning. But, now you have kids and all that together.
It's too late.
It's so hard for you to get out. It might be more cheaper for you to stay in a relationship than divorce. And you're like, hey, you know what? This is like a red flag I got to live with for the rest of my life.
Right.
He's allowed to cheat because where am I going to go? Them kind of red flags.
Actually, I thought, is every red flag... Okay. So, talk to me. Do you believe that if there's one red flag, it means that's a wrap? Is a red flag an automatic wrap?
All right, so I'm not sure. Do you have any more red flags?
Yeah, I got more.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna ask, to end it with, what is the ultimate red flag that you think almost everybody would be on? I'm sure, I don't know if there's any, but where it's like a deal breaker red flag.
This one might be one.
What's that?
If they never talk about their past, or they always talk about their past. So they're always talking about their ex.
That's not a, oh, okay, never mind now.
They always talk about their ex or like, I don't know, Valentine's Day came around, you didn't buy her flowers.
And my ex always buys me flower.
My ex always used to buy me flowers.
Red flag that.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, that can't work.
Or
if they keep comparing you,
or if they never talk about their ex. Or not even just ex, just their past.
I don't know about that.
The total mystery.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine to you?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yo, what school did you go when you grew up? I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, that's a little weird. No, but that's weird.
What about your exes? You never had no relationships? Let's not talk about that right now, man.
Nah, that can't work. That's a red flag. No, that's absolutely red flag. That can't work.
How many times have you fucked before you met me? Why are we gonna talk about? Like, you don't wanna eat popcorn and chill?
I've seen somebody like that. I've seen somebody who it wasn't in me. I was on Clubhouse one day, right? Mm-hmm. And I've been in this chat a couple of times. And I've seen this girl talk a couple of times. But she has it in her bio as well. When guys start to talk to her, like, you hop into a Clubhouse and there's a lot of people in the group or whatever, especially if you make it as a speaker and you start addressing all the speakers and the listeners or whatever, you say hi to everybody.
Right? 100%. Mm.
And based off of her picture, I guess a lot of guys stay longer talking to her kind of thing.
Right. And
when they do speak to her, she always cuts them short, like, and she's like, hey, I don't like small talk.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she's one of those persons like, it'd be like, hey, so how are you, Sheila, for example. Right. It'd be like, I mean, yeah, I'm fine, but why ask me that? Like, why does it matter how I am?
Because it's in a public thing, right? The public group.
It's a what do you mean public group? Yeah, anybody can join.
Is that in the actual group? Like not the group.
Everybody can hear this.
On Clubhouse is the chat room. Everybody can. Okay, everybody
can hear. She'll respond.
She's right. Why the fuck are you gonna be asking me like personal questions and it's a public thing?
What do you mean?
It's a public thing, dog. Just join in the group and shut the fuck up.
No, okay, but still, certain chats is based off of everybody talking to everybody.
Yeah, so talk when it's
so if I join a chat and it's like you and a couple people in there, I'm like, yo, Shaq, what's good? Yeah, man. Yo, Rich. Yeah, everything good. Yo, Jay, what's good?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what it is.
That's fine if you already been talking and shit and blah, blah, blah. But
no, man.
No, dog, listen to me. If you're going to join, I've been in these Clubhouse rooms. It's not a thing where you join in and you instantly start talking. You guys are so
antisocial. It's ridiculous. I don't want to hear it. I'm telling you, the girl, she's constantly done that. It doesn't have to be how are you. Even if we're like, so Shaq, where you from? You're not going to answer me?
Oh, like that?
It doesn't matter where you ask her. She's like, yo, so okay, yeah, I'm from Baltimore. Okay, why are you asking? Why do you care? Why do you care where I'm from? I hate small talk. Don't talk to me. Why are you in here then?
So every single thing that was asked her?
She thinks it's pointless asking her questions.
So why the fuck is she part of the group?
That's the thing. I don't get it.
That's strange.
That's what I'm saying. Weird. But so it just goes back to what you were saying about people that don't want to talk about it. I'm like, to find people that don't talk. Or just okay, so which I have thought the same thing, but somebody's asking us like, how do people get to know you if you can't ask you questions?
Right.
Yeah, and I don't want nobody to know me. Like, it's like in my head, I'm like, it's so psychological. That you're angry. That's what it is. You're angry.
Yeah.
And you come on here and
you're just
looking at
people without thinking
but
about
it's not. You know what I mean?
Unless it's like, I don't know, maybe she's trying to join up the group and she's just trying to get some actual information and knowledge. But she looks so hot or something.
I'm not talking about groups that we're speaking about anything beneficial to you. It's just like
just a random
chat room. Yeah.
Yeah, that's whack. She's whack.
Trust me.
Red flag on the plate. Automatic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just curious though. Is there red flags and is there yellow flags?
What the fuck is a yellow flag?
Because if it's all red flags, is an automatic cancellation, right?
Yeah.
Then are there yellow flags? Or maybe they don't have to be
certain
yellow.
flags that you
orange.
just low. Yeah, there's yellow flags. Yellow flags would be like, I don't know, you date this girl and she likes anal, but you're not interested. So you're like, okay, yeah, we can hook up, we can link, but anal I'm not interested in whatsoever.
So okay, so
I
that's
think that's like yellow. It's
flag.
like okay, we can compromise
Right.
on this kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know. I'm assuming that's a yellow flag. I've never heard of yellow flag besides, I guess, football. No, that's a yellow card.
Yellow card.
Which is worse.
But that's what I was putting. No, hell no, dog.
A red card is worse.
Red,
Yeah, red's usually worse. Yeah. Okay. No, I can't. I don't know. I don't know any.
Yeah, so if it's a red flag, it's just an automatic. You should not deal with the person. Period.
That's
Point
automatically what it is, man.
All right, then. So that's what the Rum Table is here for. We hooking y'all up. We giving y'all dating advice, dating tips.
As usual.
As usual.
I really enjoyed this Jim Screechy. This Screech Rum was really, really good. Really,
I'm not
good.
gonna lie. It goes down like something that you don't even think about it.
Yes, it really does. Honestly, I really recommend this rum.
Yo, just from the story alone, it sounded like the man was dying when he took the shot. But this goes down smooth as fuck.
Hey, can we have one of our Newfie friends screech us in?
Screechy in?
Yeah, we should screech in.
I don't want to screech in.
Yeah.
Yo.
You don't want to kiss a fish?
No, y'all send us a freaking picture of y'all screeching in then.
Yo, your Screech Rum was hard. Respect for that. It's really good. And man, it's been a Rum Table special. Let us in. Let us know what you guys thought of any red flags that we didn't.
Come with some crazy red flags. I'm sure y'all have some crazy stories.
Yeah, link us with the red flags. I
Hit us
know
with
y'all
that
have some. But yeah, we'll link up on another episode.
Is it dating and red flags? And that's been it.
Boom.
Well, it's a rum table. Yo, Shaq, pick up yourself on this podcast. You know, you don't know what Just Stick represented. You're listening to the Rum Table podcast. So